Stranger Things Season 2 has been confirmed, and with it a few scant details. We know there will be 4 new characters, locations outside the previous series town of Hawkins, Indiana, and apparently a strong James Cameron influence this time. Then there's just a small matter of the episode titles. The teaser trailer revealed 9 names, and we know there are 9 episodes in a new season, so what could they mean? Here's what we think. Mad Max. Mad Max came out in 1979, so it's in the right place for Stranger Things Season 2, which is set 1 year after the first season in 1984. We've already seen movie posters in Season 1 like John Carpenter's The Thing and The Evil Dead, but the spelling suggests this is more likely a nickname, possibly something like a license plate label or other badge that might be missing the gap between the Mad and the Max. It could also be an introduction to one of the new characters. What about a nickname printed on a hospital band for a new superpowered child like Eleven? One link we know about for sure is that 11 actor Millie Bobby Brown was encouraged to shave her head after being shown a picture of Charlize Theron's Furiosa character from Mad Max Fury Road. The boy that came back to life. This is actually a headline from a newspaper at the end of Season 1 after Will returns from the Upside Down. It's likely then that this episode will deal with his adjustment to life after coming back. Showrunners, the Duffer Brothers, have hinted that Season 2 will deal more with the emotional and physical ramifications of spending time in this toxic alternate universe, so this might be where we find out how it's affected Will, his friends, and the town as a whole. The Pumpkin Patch. This seems like an obvious Halloween reference, but there's another possibility. In Season 1, portals to the Upside Down were characterised by plant-like tendrils and growth. Could the Pumpkin Patch refer to an area tainted by the Upside Down, or perhaps an area where it's breaking through again? The Palace. Season 1 began and ended with Dungeons & Dragons prefacing things to come, such as a Demogorgon. The Palace has a very strong fantasy feel to it, so it could be a location named via connection to that game. The previous season ended with a D&D match where the gang killed a Thessal Hydra and presented its heads to a King Tristan. No palace was named specifically, but where do kings usually live? Could this be a new Upside Down location, possibly a cleaner, less monstrous one? The Storm. Chances are this could actually be a storm. Well, duh. Historically, 1984 was actually a big year for weather, with several large storms caused by low pressure fronts over the Atlantic Ocean. This could very well be a literal storm in the real world that happens at a crucial point in the story. It could also be a very cool name for a monster. The Polliwog. This is both a word for a tadpole or a slang term for a sailor crossing the equator for the first time. Obviously, it's most likely a reference to the first one and could be about the slug-like thing that Will puked up at the end of Season 1. It showing up this late in the season run suggests that it might be coming back grown up. But into what? The Secret Cabin. This could be a location in the Upside Down. The secret bit means it's probably hidden in some way. It could be somewhere in the real world, but I have a feeling the Upside Down will play a bigger part this time around. There's also Castle Briars, the Upside Down version of Will's clubhouse, where he successfully hid from the Demogorgon for a week, suggesting that was pretty secret. The Brain. In Season 1, we saw moments where Eleven demonstrated her skills by crushing a Coke can with the power of her mind, while her head was covered in wires. Obviously, her abilities are telepathic in nature, so this could be referencing the source of all her power, or even the Upside Down itself. It could also be another new character along the lines of previously dropped names like the Knight and the Princess, possibly even a new test subject like Elle, but with different abilities. The Lost Brother. Take your pick here, this could be another test subject and so a brother to Eleven. And what about another Demogorgon or monster? In one Dungeons & Dragons book, the Demogorgon has a Demon Lord brother called the Mandralagan. And possibly the most likely, Will's brother Jonathan. Does he get left in the Upside Down in the season finale, or maybe even earlier, and this refers to his return? I'm going to go with the third one. That's our thoughts on what these Stranger Things Season 2 titles could mean, but what about you? If you've got any more theories or ideas, then drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on Games Radar Plus.